Hello, my name is Renee Helmrichs. My Facebook page is Renee, R-E-N-E, number 4, P-M. Okay, that's my Facebook page. So I'm homeless. This morning, 2 police officers came to my mom's place. I called 911. I smoke marijuana. Maybe we start there. I smoke marijuana, not inside the house, obviously. And I'm part of Canada's unrecognized homeless. We are the people that don't really have a place of our own. We're just kind of staying with friends on couches or family members in spare rooms where we really don't belong. You know, we count as homeless people too, except we're making an effort to repair our relationship with people so that we're not placing an unnecessary burden on the system. There's a homeless crisis going on right now in Toronto. Lots of tents, lots of people sleeping outside, and it's going to get cold really soon. Well, to really understand that situation, you got to look at the fundamentals that make it. And in this case, so police officers, when they come to strangers, they have to err on the side of caution. That means if you're going to make a mistake, be safe about it. However, the police officers are not allowed to make a false statement. They're not allowed to. They're not allowed to talk about laws that don't exist. Right. They're not allowed to do that. So yesterday evening, 7:30 Eastern time, I'm in Aurelia. My mom stops the car in front of me. And then somehow, I move all of my stuff off the road, and she still manages to drive over my bong. So my mom has driven over my bong. And after that, there's a lot of upset. I was blamed for having put the bong in the wrong place. I mean, honestly, it was on the curb, and I've been smoking outside for a good month, every day on the curb like that. It was just a weird one-off that she managed to... I was looking down, shocked as she drove over it. So it was clearly an accident, and I told the officer that as well. But nonetheless, she broke my bong. So, the oddity was that she would immediately blame me. Somehow it was my fault. And I was like, what are you talking about? You just clearly drove over my bong, and it wasn't on the road. It was on the curb. You're not supposed to drive on the curb. So... you know, the really interesting thing about blame is when one person blames and the other person defends themselves, it's just a cycle. So I wanted to stop it, and my mom suggested I pick up the glass, and I told her, yeah, okay, I'll go inside and get a bag. And I mean, we weren't in a heated discussion for more than maybe 20 seconds as she opened the car door. But my son was sitting beside her, and that guy, oh, he's 17 years old, and oh my goodness, he has no concept of what it means to respect other people's ability to choose again. I mean, he's just ego all the way. You should do it perfectly the first time. You're 47 years old. You should know better than to tell Oma that, da da da. Like, dude, who are you to tell me how to talk to my mother? I mean, guy. So there's a little bit of lack of elderly respect in that relationship for sure. I mean, the guy just, oh wow, like he will come down, he has breakfast made for him every single day by my mom. And then he doesn't even clean up his dishes, he just walks away. So when they brought home a pizza yesterday and he put the pizza on the stairs and they went upstairs with a slice of pizza because he was upset at something that I did and he didn't want to talk to me again. Well. Hey, kid, does the pizza go on the stairs? Oh, well, you can move it if you want to. Dude, that wasn't the question. The question is, do you normally put the pizza on the stairs? Are you a retard? So, my kid's a little bit of an egomaniac right now, and he's telling me that I'm the egomaniac. This is really, I mean, this is rich. Okay, rich is his word. This is rich. Really rich of him. So, not the video I was expecting to give, but probably the video he'll find. Might quick, I imagine. Might quick. Because also the police that were here this morning, See, this was supposed to be a video just at them. So I only audio recorded them. But the police told me that I had 2 weeks to move out. And I told the police, why 2 weeks? Why not today? And then the officer said, oh yeah, you can go down to the lighthouse there at 85 Queen Street, he said. Where's that? Like, I mean, I'm new in town, first of all. I have my feet as transportation, and is it far? And by the way, did you want to know that I'm a severely diagnosed schizophrenic on the loose? You know, if I tell them that at the homeless shelter, and that I've been recently incarcerated in an involuntary psychiatric unit in Vancouver Hospital until the 4th of July, when the hospital paid for my airplane ticket back to Toronto because they didn't want me in their province. What were we talking about again? So the 2 guys that were at my door this morning were telling me that I had 2 weeks to move out. Oh, they forgot that I'm on Ontario disability support and that I have a contract with my mom. Oh, geez, I've been living there for the last 8-9 years already. And if they don't swear to that, they're going to jail. Yeah. Now, my son feels unusually threatened by that, but I'm here to reassure you guys. They're only going to jail if they're actually not with me, because technically they did commit fraud. However, legally speaking, there is a way to say that they did not commit fraud, but I'm not going to use it on them unless they're with me. If they're not with me, forget it. I take full responsibility for my actions, of course. So, in our shared environment, please understand that I take full responsibility for my actions, which means that I believe that I'm right, and like my son wonderfully pointed out yesterday on the telephone to his friend, he's like, well, he seems to be right, and then he seems like he says something completely opposite, and then he seems like he's still right. Yeah, that's called what I call a flip, and when you can talk through those flips, then you're presenting a consistent story that's more consistent than the other person's concept of consistency, and that results in a few mental short circuits. People that are a little bit more in tune, more aware, are able to catch snippets of the short circuits, and it comes up as stutters, definitely deja vus, just a really creepy, weird feeling like something was cut out that isn't quite right. And it was cut out. It was a timeline piece that was cut out that was no longer necessary, because this one is progressing faster toward world peace than any other timeline before it. Get it? So we're working on that one together. Dahoji. And then, it means lighter in Mandarin. Yeah. So